This is that it is a block cipher which operates on block size of 128 bits. Okay, so previously for DES the problem is the block sizes we are grouping as 64. So if the message content that the sender wants to send to the receiver is huge, so it takes it a bit slow. So for that we have selected 128 bits. So the block size of AES is 128 bit for encryption as well as for decryption. So each round performs the same operations. What is this each round? It is somewhat different process when compared to DES. In DES, we have used a feature structure where the entire plain text is divided into two equal parts, left and right, and right side bits we have given to the left side bits for the next round, and the left side bits we have given to the right side for the next round. And internally, we have used so many K expansion process, all those. But this should not this will not be happening in AES. Why? Because AEL is not a feastal structure, it is a non-feastal structure. The first question in the short answers they will be asked as name any symmetric key encryption where which is not a feastal structure. Which is not a feastal structure is AES is not a feastal structure. Okay, and the block size of AES is 128 bits. That's an advantage. And here also we will be having some rounds. Can anyone tell me how many rounds were there in DES? What we studied in? How many rounds were there in DES? Yes, 16 rounds. Okay, so started with initial permutation and final permutation, and internally there were 16 rounds inside that. Okay, next. I am once again saying whenever you know the answer, even the others shares the answers, you try to give a reply in the chat box so that I can consider that you are active in the class. So see here, AES basically repeats four major functions to encrypt data. Okay, so what are those four major functions to encrypt data is sub-bytes. So see here, I already said that each and every encryption technique, it uses some rounds. Okay, so in this initially, if you want to go for more security in DES, you can increase your rounds. It's not fixed that there are only like 16 rounds like that. So initially we can use with 10 rounds. So based on the how many rounds you are selecting, based on that the key size will be selected. Now initially with 128 bit block size, if you I want to select the plain text as 128 bits and the ciphertext generated will be 128 bits and the key size will be selected, and how many rounds you want to take your messages. I want 10 rounds. Based on the rounds the key size will be selected. So in each round, we will be using these four transformations. First is sub-byte, shift rows, mix columns, add round. Add round. Okay. Add round key is adding the key with the output of this mix columns. XOR operation. Okay. Hope that everyone knows XOR operation. Now we will do with practical. So see here, how does it work? AES. First advantage of AES is block size is more. Here the DES is 64, block size here is 128. That's one. Next is what? Based on the security issues, if you want to go for more secure, then you can increase your rounds. Initially, you can go with 10 rounds. And if it is 10 rounds, the key size that you have to select is 128. And if you want to go for 12 rounds, the key size will be 192. And if you want to go for 14 rounds, the key size will be 256. It depends upon how many rounds you want to pass your plain text to generate a ciphertext. Okay, the number of rounds performed by the algorithm depends on the size of the key. Okay, so note down in your notes. I may ask number of rounds. If you want to transform your plain text to generate a ciphertext, if you want to use 10 rounds, then the key size is 128, and in each round there will be four transformations. What are those four transformations? Sub-bytes, shift rows, mix columns, add round key. This four. So what we will do in sub-bytes, shift rows means we will discuss. Okay, so now how does it works? So see here, this is your plain text 128 bits. It encrypted with the key. We are still in symmetric. Symmetric means the same key will be used at the sender side and the receiver side. We are in symmetric only. Once if this AES completed, we will go for asymmetric, and before going for an asymmetric, we need to discuss the drawback of symmetric, then we will go for asymmetric. So if anyone asks that, list out some symmetric algorithms means DES and AES. If DES is there, why we are going for the AES is in simple DES, the key size is very less, so it is very easy for an hacker to hack. That is one. And we are going for, in that only also we are going for the latest versions like triple DES. But in triple DES, the block size still it is taking as 64, so that is a drawback. Further, we are going for non-feasible structure, which is advanced encryption standard. So in this, what we are doing, we are taking the message 128 bits, we are encrypting with the same key, and the key size will be what now? Can anyone? I want to select round 10 rounds. So what will be the key size? Key size. Yes. So if I want to go for 10 rounds, the key size, just now I said that, if I want to go for 10 rounds, the key size will be 128. If it is 12 rounds, 192. If it is 14 rounds, 150, 256. Okay. So here, until here, everyone clear, right? So we are encrypting with the key so that we are generating a cipher text. Okay. Now we will start with the initial only 10 rounds. So we will start with initial only 10 rounds. This is the structure, steps for encryption and decryption. So we are taking 128-bit data, plain text. We are sending for expansion. This all I will show with an animated video so that you can even more clearly you can understand. So is this visible? Is this visible, ma? Whatever I am showing. Just unmute anyone and answer, ma. Is it visible? You video?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So Rendell. So AES Advanced Encryption Standard. So this, let me start with animation. So in this, see. So plain text size, everyone according to the discussion we have studied, plain text will be 128 bits, the generated ciphertext will be 128 bits, and the key size will be 128. Why? Because I want to go for 10 rounds. So this is the process. So in this, the plain text, ciphertext. Okay. So input we are considered, and SEMA we have considered 4x4 matrix for the plain text and a first ciphertext. So here I already said that it takes a 128-bit plain text. For that, see here, whatever we are represented in this is hexadecimal representation. That means a single digit in hexadecimal, it takes 4 bits. Okay. So 3 in hexadecimal, 32 in hexadecimal representation is written as 3 as 0011, 2 as 0010. So can combine and tell me how many bits are we getting? Are we getting 256 or 128 or 64 bits? So I already said that in each cell, the storage capacity is 8 bits. It is one, we can even say as 1 byte. So totally we are having how many bits, ma? Can anyone? How many bits? How many bits? Okay, 16 bytes. Okay, 16 bytes, convert to bits and tell me. 1 byte equals to 8 bits, right? So how many bits? Yes, okay, I got an answer. So 128. So we are started with where is our video? We started with we started we started with a plain text. This, so whenever sender wants to send any message, so the message size must be partitioned into block size of 128, and sender has to select a cipher key also. This cipher key need to be shared to the receiver also. Why? Because the receiver has to use the same key for decryption. Okay. Now let this is a block from plain text message to be encrypted. So we are considering this. Try to understand. So the hexadecimal notation, 3, just now I said that it is 1 byte. So 3 is represented as 0011 and 2 is represented as 0010. Now, first step is what? Is See here, to encryption, this has to be this has to go for encryption process, this has to go for key schedule. Why? Because in our DES process, so this is your process. So what we have done, so until here, so for whenever there is a sender has selected a 128 key size, again in order to generate, I said that it uses 10 rounds, right? So for each and every round it has to generate what it has to generate a keys. This is for the initial round, but what for the round 2, how it creates from this main keys, how it generates the next k2, next k3. You must know what is happening internally. So initially it is going for encryption process and it is going for key schedule. Okay, so just a minute, let me show. So I'm searching maximum ways so that you can understand clearly, ma. So I have considered see here. So this is a process that you have to know. So before going for the animation, you must know how what we are doing. Okay. So this is your if you know this, then consider that 80% of the AES algorithm you know. Okay. So this is your plain text. This is your plain text 16 bytes. We are used by 4 by 4 matrix. And what is the first one, ma? I already said that we will go for 10 rounds. So these are the 10 rounds, and each and every round I informed that there will be 4 transformations: sub bytes, shift rows, mix columns, add round key. So in this, before that, same like DES, we have went for initial permutation. So here we are not doing any initial permutation. What we are doing is we are taking 128-bit plain text and we are doing XOR operation. We are doing XOR operation with the key that the sender has selected. That is initial transformation. Okay. So first is what? Based on this diagram, try to understand. Ma, this is very one of the important topic in the second unit and 99% expected question. So here 128 bits we have considered. So before going for 10 rounds, we are sending that to initial transformation. So what is this initial transformation is, we sender has selected 16 bytes, and it even selected 16 bytes of key. Both will be done XOR operation, and the resultant new, after performing an XOR operation, that new result 16 bytes will be sent to round 1. So this is clear. If this is clear, then you can understand this very easily. So in this, what we are doing is, see here. So first step is what? First, this is your plain text 128 bits. This 128 bits plain text, where you need to send, you need to do initial transformation. So initial transformation, this is 128 bits and a cipher key 128 bits, both you have to do XOR operation so that the initial transformation steps will be completed. So let me show. So see here, encryption process. Performing the encryption of given plain text blocks using 4 transformation. It is not clear. It is in this also. It is not mentioned initial round. I will show you. But note down, please, ma. Note down the ciphertext. Note down the plain text, ma. Anyone, just 4. It's enough. 32. 32, 88, 31, E0, like that. Okay. So note down this thing. So after that, we are sending to encryption process. We are sending to encryption process. Okay. So in encryption process, performing the encryption of the given plaintext block using 4 different transformation. So I said no, subbytes, shift rows, mix columns, add rounds keys. The first one, see here. This is in the book, it will be given as initial transformation. So which is nothing but add round key. We will do XOR operation with this and with the ciphertext key, cipher key. Okay. So how many rounds we will do? 10 rounds. But try to note down one point that it is showing here. In 10 rounds, in the last round, we are not adding mix column. See here. 4, this is your fourth round. Again, we will do shift bytes, shift sub bytes, shift rows, mix columns, add round keys. Fifth also completed, sixth also completed, seventh also completed, eighth also completed. But in the eighth round, it is not moving in this loop. It is going for the down called sub bytes, shift rows, add round key, mix columns eliminated in the 10th round. Okay, so now see here. So just now I said that in each round we will be using 4 types of transformations. One is sub byte, shift rows, mix columns, add round keys. First is sub byte. See, what plain text we selected? Is it the same plain text? Anyone unmute ma? Every time I cannot exit from this ma. Please. Is it the same plain text?
No, ma'am.
No, we got 32. We have selected as 3288, right? So that
Yes.
means in this we completed initial transformation like doing XOR operation between the plain text and the key. Okay. So now let's just give me 1 minute time so that I will show you. Okay. So in this, anyone just tell me what let me take 32 plain text. Plain text what ma? Plain text. Plain text 30 first in this what hexadecimal value we got, one byte 32
Yes, ma'am.
okay, 32 and key in the key
2B.
2b okay, 2b, thank you. Okay, so 2b 32, so 32 in hexadecimal representation we will be writing as 0011 and 2 as 000010. Okay, and next is 2b. 2b is 0010 is 2, and the b representation is what? B is what? 10 11, so 11 is what? 11 representation in binary. 11 representation in binary ma. Is it 11 b?
1011.
1011. Okay, so this is your we need to do XOR operation. To do XOR operation, first of all you need to know XOR is odd one detector. So you will get for both 0 and 1 you will get 1. For 1 and 1 it is 0, it is 0, it is 1, and here 1 0 0 0. Everyone knows, right? So 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So in this, if you are having both, don't consider as odd one detector. Simply if both inputs are same, the output will be 0, and in the remaining cases it will be 1. So okay, so in this way I converted. So what is, convert this to hexadecimal? What will be the answer? 1 and 1001 is 9. So this should be 19. So we got the same answer. Let me check once. Yes, it is 19, right? So initially it is not showing in this. It will do what? It will do the plain text XORed with the key that the sender has selected. After doing XOR operation, this is your resultant 16 bytes. Next, in a sub byte, what we are doing is there will be a substitution box, predefined substitution box that is used between a sender and the receiver. So this again, the output of this XOR operation from the initial transformation, this is your output. This has to be transferred to subbytes. For that, what it is doing, you say once. One, it is selecting a corresponding row and the corresponding column 9, and whatever it is there, that is selected. So see here, 9, 1, 9. So 1 and 9. So what is there in that intersection is D4. So it is it is replacing that with 1 9 with D4. Yes. So in the same way again, 3 and D. So it will go for 3 and it will select for D, and whatever we have in that intersection will be replaced with that. So in the similar way, so what we are doing in the sub bytes, as we are using an advanced encryption standard algorithm, whenever they are communicating with each other, the predefined substitution box will be there. Using with this, they will try to substitute. So finally, first initially plain text is there. That plain text, after completing an initial transformation XORing with the key, we got the output, and that output we are sending to subbytes. We got this. Next transformation is what, ma, after subbytes? So after subbytes, what's the next transformation, second step? Anyone, ma, please. Second one after subbytes. What is the second one, ma? Subbytes. In each round, there are 4 transformations. What's the second one? Subbytes. Okay, okay. Again, I have to go there. Okay. So subbytes completed. So this subbytes will be considered as an input for the second round called shift rows. So see here, directly try to concentrate. But directly it is starting with the second row. That means shift rows. So we have totally 4 rows. Okay. So in the initial row, there is zero bytes transform. So in the second one, there is one row. If you start with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. So means what? 0 means 0 will be shifted, and 1 means one row will be shifted, 1 byte will be shifted. Next, second means 2 bytes will be shifted. Third means 3 bytes will be shifted. See here. So it shifted one byte. So if you give an index from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, based on the index value, that will be rotated. Okay. So next, the index for that is 2, so it has to shift 2 times. See here, 2 times. So first 29 shifted, next 11 shifted. Now for this, how many times it has to shift the rows? 3 times. Why? Because the index for that will be 3. See here. So it shifted 3 times. So finally 30 came front. So this is output from shift rows. So in a first step is, there are 4 transformations. In that first step we completed called subbytes. So in a subbytes we are substituting with the help of SBox, we are substituting that, and finally we are getting an output, right? So in a shift rows, what we are doing, we are shifting based on the index. If it is 0, we are not rotating that. If it is 1, we are rotating 1 time. If it is 2, we are rotating 2 times. If it is 3, we are rotating 3 times. This completes your output from shift rows. Next step is, next stage in the transformation is, if I'm asking, I will check later, but try to share your answer in the chat box. Okay. So next step is what? Can anyone? The next step is what? Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
So we are doing the next step called mixed columns. So in a mixed columns, there is a predefined matrix will be there. So this is your matrix of 4 by 4. For this, the first column will be selected. First column will be selected, and we are doing matrix multiplication. So here, so that a new column will be generated. So with this will be placed here. Next, the second column will be taken, and the third column, fourth column. So in this way, a new matrix will be generated. Next, last one is add round key. Next one is add round key. So what we are doing is we are doing for this, and the resultant one we are doing add round key. What we have done in the initial case called initial transformation XOR operation, the same we have to do here. So 04 XOR operation we have to do with this. So we will be getting A4 9C like that. So we have to complete for all. The second column with the second column of the round key, with third with the third, fourth with the fourth. So that this completes your add round key. This completes your add round key. Next is what? So I will stop until here. Is it clear, ma'am? Let me show for 2 minutes one more time the entire process. So in this way, we have done a sub bytes with the using a predefined S box, and in the shift rows based on the index position, we are shifting those many times. For the first 0, so we have not done anything. One means one time, 2 means 2 times, 3 means 3 times. This is taken as an output for the next one called mix columns. So we are doing mixing the column with the predefined matrix, and we are doing multiplication with each column, so that a new column will no new matrix will be generated from this output. Finally, the last one is add round key. With the output which is generated, we are doing XOR operation with the key that is selected by the sender and the receiver, so that a new matrix will be generated. Okay, so this is your cipher key. See here, the arrow mark that I'm showing, this is your cipher key. So in this cipher key, let me show this first. Okay, so main task is how to divide your block. So the block size of AES is 128 bits. Okay, so this 128 bits, how to place so that the next transformations will be easy for us. So we placed in 4 by 4 matrix. So we placed our the size of our plain text 128 bits in a 4 by 4 matrix, and each one is a 1 byte, means it stores 8 bits. So this is your byte. So in 1 byte, so this is your byte, which consisting of 8 bits, B0 to B7. It is represented, we can either represent in both the ways. So here a word. So what is a word is, if you combine a group of bytes, will be having a word. So how many bytes we are combining to form a word is 4 bytes. Means, as we already know that it is 4 by 4, so we are combining 4 for making one word. So why I'm explaining this word means, for sake of creating, the next step is we completed transformation. So next step is key generation process. So in key generation process, you must know what is a word. So we are starting with the plain text. The plain text, we actually, whenever sender wants to send a message, the message will be divided into block size of what type of algorithm that we are using. So here we are using AES. So in this, we are using a plain block size as 128 bits. So this 128 bits, in order to go for the different rounds, we have to make that as a we are doing as 4 by 4 matrix, and we are fixing those 128 bits in that, where each byte it stores a 8 bits. So 8 into your 16 will be we will be getting as 128. So in this, you must know what is a word. So what is a word is, we are combining. See here, we are combining here yes not yes 1 yes 2 yes 3. See my cursor, we are combining as one word. The second column as word 1, the next one as word 2, the next one as word 3. Means what? Here it is showing as S0 comma 0, means first 0 indicates it is the first byte of word 0. This is the second byte of word 0. This is a second byte. This is the first byte, second byte, third byte, and fourth byte of word 0. In the same way, 0 comma 1 indicates 0 is your word, the 1 is your uh, 0 is your byte, the first one is your byte, the second one is your word. Means this comes under the second one, this comes under all 0 1 2 3 bytes comes under word 0. 0 1 2 3, all these bytes comes under word 1, next word 2, next word 3. So this you should know. So try to concentrate. This is your cipher key. This cipher key, you are also placing this as a 4 by 4 matrix, and in this you are giving as the first column as word 0, second column as word 1, third column as word 2, fourth as word 3. Next for this, using this key, you have to generate the remaining keys, sub keys. Why? Because we are using 10 rounds. In each round, you need to generate a sub keys using this keys. As everyone knows that whatever the key that we are applying for each and every round in a transformation, they are using four what are those four stages we are using. So in each and every stage, after completing, the last stage is add round key. So see here, this is your add round key. So for this add round key, so what we are doing is, initially the plain text is divided in the plain text, whatever that we have given, it goes for initial transformation. So initial transformation is what? This plain text will be done an XOR operation with the cipher key. The XOR operation with the cipher key, and the used words are 0 to 3. Okay, this 0 to 3 is used between a sender and the receiver. From this cipher key, the remaining keys are generated, the remaining sub keys are generated for each round. For example, after completing this initial transformation, means what we are doing here, we are doing a round key with the cipher key. The next is the output of that we are sending to sub byte, shift rows, mix columns. Next again we are using what? Add round key. Again we need to generate what? With the help of this original keys, we need to generate the sub keys from that. So how to generate, I will show, but try to understand. So what is this W0, W1, W2, W3 is a matrix which is selected by a sender and the receiver, will be of 1 2 3 4 bytes will be there. So these 4 bytes, for sake of understanding, I am representing in hexa, but internally each and every byte will be representing as binary, like 1 0 0 0 something, 0 1 1, like that. But instead of that, I am representing as 0 0 1 0 as 2 and 3, like that. You will be having this matrix. Okay, each of 1 byte. Next, what we are doing, the initial key, the cipher key that the sender and the receiver this sender and the receiver that they are using. From this we are generating the remaining keys. Now I'm asking you the question, you try to answer. So this I'm starting and I'm giving this entire column as one, w0, next one as w1, next one as w2, next one is w3. Okay, so w0, so these are your words. Next is what? Next is what I need to generate this for this original key that is used between a sender and the receiver, that has used initially w0 to w3, that is used initially. Now after completing the output from this, it goes for four transformations: sub byte, shift rows, mix columns, add round key, right? In this again, with the help of this cipher key, it has to generate w4 to w7. For that, the steps to be used is, see here ma'am. So what we have done, so this is your word 0, word 1, word 2, word 3. So this already done, 0 to w3 already used in the initial. After taking a plain text, this went for the initial transformation, means you adding a round key, doing XOR operation, that we have used. Okay, next, still how many I have to create? I am asking you the question. Already w0 to w3 I have used before sending to rounds. Okay, still how many words I need to create for total round 10 rounds? Still more 10 rounds to be there, and in each and every round what we are having, we are having what? We are having what? Add round key. Add round key. So add round key means what? For each and every round again we have to create add round key. So total how many words we need to create is 44 words. Okay, total. So from 4 to 7 we need to give for round 1, from 8 to the remaining until the last round. It takes 40 to 43 rounds. And the reverse is, then the reverse of decryption of AES is, it will do reverse cipher, and based on the key size it will decrypt. Okay, so I will explain how this w4 to w7 created with animation. So before that, everyone has to know what is word and what is a word size, how many words to be created for AES is totally 44 words. So why? Because as we have 10 words, everyone will consider that 10 rounds, everyone will consider that it is the combination of 4 we will be combining, right? 4 into 10, 10 rounds we have. 40 is enough. No, we have to use 44. Why? Because 4 already we are using in the initial add round case. So totally we need 44 words. So for that, what we are doing is, this is your what we discussed for the last class, sub byte. So in a sub byte, what we have done, let me show once again ma, so that I will go for key generation fast. Is my screen visible? Video?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So for this, we have used w0 to w0 to w3 for this round key. Next, we have total 10 rounds. For those 10 rounds, 4 means totally we need to use 44 words. So, and for the last 10th round, we are not using mix columns for the last round. Okay, so what happens in each and every round? Four types of transformations we have to use. One is sub byte. So sub byte is, we are using a predefined S box, and what we are doing, we are selecting 1 9. So this 1 and 9, 1 we are selecting a particular row, and 9 we are selecting a column, and whatever that we have, we are selecting. So this is representing in hexadecimal, but internally system can understand binary. So system knows it will be represented as 1 as 0001, 9 as 1001. So this, if it is in hexa, the first one will be considered as a row, the second one will be considered as a column, and the corresponding intersected value will be selected and will be placed in sub byte. So 1 and 9. D4 is the answer. So D4 will be placed. Next, similarly, all will be done, so that we are doing in a sub-byte. So in a sub-byte, what we are doing, there is a predefined substitution box. In that substitution box, in each byte there are two hexadecimal digits. First one is used for representing a row, the second one is used for representing the column, and whatever the intersecting value we have will be replaced with that, and you will be generating a new state, a new intermediate state matrix. So this is your matrix. So in the second one, shift rows, what we are doing, based on the index value, we are rotating one byte. So for the first one we are not rotating, for the second one we are rotating 2 times, for the third one we are rotating 3 times. Three times. Okay, so this we already discussed, but let me complete the entire process. Okay, so in this mixer columns, what we are doing, in this mixer columns there is a matrix. So in this 4 by 4 matrix we are considering, and in this the first column of the previous output we have considered, and finally you will be generating one, again a 4 by 1 matrix. So this will be placed here. Similarly, the second column will be taken, and we are doing multiplication, and the resultant one you are placing here, so that a new 4 by 4 matrix will be generated. Next one, add round key. So the previous one and the next one we are doing XOR operation. So this has to be done for all 9 rounds, but for the 10th round there is no mix columns. Okay, now we need to start about this. Already last class we have discussed this all topics, but now we need to discuss about key schedule. So key schedule, what we are doing, we are selecting a key cipher and cipher key, and for that cipher key we are grouping 4 bytes, and we are making as one word, and with the present words called W0 to W3 we need to generate the rest of the words until 44. For that, what we are doing, you try to see. This is your W0, W1, W2, W3. Next, I need to generate W4 to W7. So for that, what we are using, you try to see. See here, try to concentrate. What we are doing is Wi. Presently, we are in 4. Wi value is 4. So Wi minus 1 means 4 minus 1. Third W3 column we are selecting. The first step after selecting, what we are doing is rotate word. So we are doing rotate, apply the rotate word and sub-byte transformation to the previous word Wi minus 1. So see here, we are doing what? After selecting the W3, rotate word. See, it is rotated. Previously 09 CF 4F 3C. Now it is CF, so it is rotated. So after rotating, the next step is what? Sub-byte transformation. So there will be a S box again. S box will be used. So this is your S box where we used in the sub-byte transformation. So this S box, what we are doing, again we are selecting C as a row and F as a column, and whatever that we have in that corresponding will be selected. Okay, the entire one will be selected. And after selecting, you try to see, first we selected W3. For what we are doing this all is for generating this W4. Okay, so W0, W1, W2, W3 is the original key that the sender and receiver that are using for encryption process. But as we are using 10 different rounds, so to generate for unique key for 10 different rounds using this present key, The first step is they are selecting a wi minus 1, which is nothing but w3. Then after selecting this, it is using what? Rotate word. So rotate word. After rotating one byte, after that what it is doing is it is using an X box and substituting that values. And after substituting, the next process is it has to do XOR operation with the constant value. So what is this constant value? See here. Here it is. 01 indicates this has to be used for this first one. 02 indicates for W7 it has to be used for the second word. 04 is for the next word, like that. So try to see. First is what it is doing. It is selecting the first one, and the one which after the result of rotate word, and this constant table. Okay, 01, and remaining all will be 0 only four most significant bits will be having a values called 01. So we'll be doing XOR operation. After doing XOR operation, we'll be getting a result. So after doing XOR operation, we'll be getting a result that will be placed in W4. Okay, so only the initial word from the new key will be complicated, means there will be so many steps involved. So what are those so many steps involved for generating? Last wi minus 1 need to be selected. Next, rotate word one time. After rotating the word, next rotate, for that rotated word you are substituting with S box. After substituting with S box, what we are doing? We are doing XOR operation with the first word and the resultant one and the constant value, so that we are generating what? W4. We generated what? W4. Next, to generate W5, what we are doing is we are not doing that much steps to be followed. See here, with the new one that we created, with the new word that we created, that one and the second one, we are doing XOR operation. The new word W4 and the second in this matrix, we are selecting the previous matrix, we are selecting, and we are doing XOR operation. That's all. You will get the answer. Next, in order to get the next W4 completed, W5 complete, in order to get W6, what we have to do, ma'am? In order to get W6, see here, W4, the result, the result of the new column. So this one and the next one, so has to be selected, and we are doing XOR operation. And again, this one and the fourth one. See here, this one and the fourth one, you have to do XOR operation. So for creating the new key generation, this is for round 1. Still I have to use this for the same process until round 10. So to do that, for round 1, we have created this W4 to W7. Okay, no problem. For now, again we have to create W8 to what, ma? W8 to W12 or W11? Huh? What, ma? So next is we completed 0, 1, 2, 3. So this completed 4, 5, 6, 7. So for W7 to W4 to W7 completed. 8, 9, 10, 11. So next is from W. Next word is from. Yes, ma. Anyone? Next word is from. After 7, what will be the next word? W?
8.
W8 to? W8 to? Word 8 to word 11. So for that, what we have to do? So the remaining words to create is easy, but for creating the first word in the next generation matrix is difficult. Now for creating this first word, what are the steps to be used, ma'am? First, you have to select the last column of the previous key. So we are selecting. See here. So we are selecting. After selecting, what we have to do? We have to do a rotate word. So how many times we need to rotate? Means only one time. So completed rotate. After rotating, we need to use S box, substitution box. So after selecting a substitution box, you will get new result. Next, after that, you need to do XOR operation with the first one, W4, and the resultant one, and the round constant. So the round constant here, the second one we have to use, so that you will generate what? W8. So that we'll be generating W8. Okay, but what about for W9, for the next column to generate? What is the process? Do we need to use again the same process? Rotate word, again substituting with S box, again after substituting, selecting the first column from the previous one, and doing XOR operation with the resultant one, and XOR operation with the round constant. Again I have to do for generating the next key also. No, what I have to do for getting this W9? For generating this W9, what I have to use? I have to use the new word that I have created, and I have to do XOR with the second one. So see here, this one. So the new word that I have created, this one, and the previous one, I have to do the second one. See here, this is not the first one, the second one. We are doing XOR operation. You will be getting the result. Okay. So next is what? In order to get this result is the resultant one, what the newly created column word we have to select. Next, the third one from this XOR operation, if you do, you will get the result. Now for getting this last word, we have to select the previous result, this one, and the previous key. So you will be getting the result. So in this way, this is your key generation process for AES. This is your key generation process for AES. So what we are doing? So we are starting from W0 to W3. We used okay. So see here, ma. So see here, ma, this is your sub byte. So using your S box, you are substituting and you are generating a new one. And what is this? Yes, yes, 0, 1, 1, 0, 2, 0 is, this is your intermediate state. We are representing with the intermediate states. Means after completing the output from sub bytes, you are storing in the intermediate state matrix called like a 0, 0, 1, 0. Means 0 is the first word and word is the second word 0, like that. Next we are substituting with the help of this. Next, after that, shift rows, as we discussed in that animation video. Shift rows is based on the first one. First row is unchanged, so we are not doing anything as index 0. So 0, we are not doing anything. So second row, 1 byte circular to shift to left. Third is 2 bytes. Fourth is 3 bytes. Next, this is your process. You are shifting. How many? Based on the if it is first, you are not doing anything. If it is second one, you are doing 1 time. If it is third one, you are doing 2 times. If it is fourth one, you are doing 3 times. This is shift rows. Okay, this is your mix columns where a new matrix is generated based on this. So here we are using this predefined matrix, and we are selecting the first column from this output. This new matrix we are considering, and we are taking this first column, and we are doing multiplication operation, and finally you are getting this. See here. So 0287 plus 03 E6 plus 4601 plus A6 01. So as it is into one, anyhow you will not bear, so it is showing as simply not showing anything blank, but it is 1 here. So 2 3 1 1. So see here 2 3 1 1. So in where if there is a 1, it is not mentioned. So finally you will get 47 37 94 ed. So in this way it will be doing mixed columns. Add round case, what we are doing in this add round key, are we using W0 to W3 or W4 to W7? So add round key, initially before starting this, we have already used W3 W0 to W. See here, before this add round key, plain text, initially we have considered plain text and cipher key, and we have done what? XOR operation. In that case, we already used from initial cipher key, and next for this round one, what we are using W4 to W7 until we are using until 44 words. For the last round, we are using 44 words. That's the reason that I asked, after completing this word, are we using still 0 to 4 3 means no. We are using here the new, let us consider this is round 1. If you are using a round 1, this will be the round words which are generated from W4 to W7. Okay, how to generate, we will see the steps. So key expansion process, what we will be doing, I will show. So this is your key expansion process. It takes a 128 bits and expands it to array of 44. So why it is 44, you know, everyone knows that. So it is expanded to 44, and this word size is what just now I asked. The word size is 32-bit word. So it starts by copying the key into first 4 words. Okay, then created, it depends upon the cases. So first what it will do, it will select the first word in 4 and rotates it. After rotating, it applies S box. After applying the S box, the resultant one and the round constant and the previous one, we are doing XOR operation. That is the process. So see here, this we just now discussed. So this is your the one, the last column. So we will be saying as a last word. So this word, after doing rotate, we are substituting with S box. After substituting with S box, a new column will be generated. For that column and the first column and the round constant, we are doing XOR operation. For this one, after result, this is your result after subbyte. This is the first we have considered. Try to see my cursor. This is the first column. This is your result after rotate 1 byte. After rotating, this 09 will come down and this CF will come up, and this is your result. But after subbyte, after S box, this is your result. What? A8A 84 EB01 is your result after subbyte. Next, after subbyte, the final is you need to do XOR operation with round constant with the resultant one and the first word, so that you will get the result. So this should not be done for all the remaining 3 words. So for all the remaining 3 words, just for the resultant word and the previous key second word need to be selected. So in this way, the AES key expansion, it generates. So in this way, so this is your key expansion for generating the next one. So it takes the resultant one and the second word from the previous key. Then you are doing XOR. So see here, this is your cipher key. So cipher key, it is showing as 0, K0, K1, K2, K3. This is one word. This is one more word. This is one more word. This is one more word. So it is taking first word and the fourth word and doing XOR operation. So these are the steps to be followed. Rotate word, subbyte. For that result, you are doing round constant and we are getting the result. Okay. So these are the round constant for all 10 rounds. For first round, it is 0, 1, 0. So second round, it is 0, 2. For third round, it is 0, 4, 0, 8, 10, 20, 40. Okay. So generally, before completing this AES, let me explain once again the topics that you have to understand. It takes the plain text of size 128 bits. Okay. So the key size is, it may be based on the number of rounds. So it may be 128 or 192 or 256. and the matrix we are selecting is 4 by 4, and the block is copied into, I already said that whenever there is an intermediate involved, so in this case, in this, after completing round 1, if there is sub byte, shift rows, mix columns, add round key, for this it stores a result in state matrix. It stores a result in, this block is copied into a state matrix which is modified in each step of encryption and decryption. Okay, so we have to store an intermediate, so that we are storing in a state matrix where it shows the byte and the word, okay. So the total key schedule what we are using is 44 words, and the key size is 128-bit key. Okay, so key expansion process, concentrate ma, you need to write the steps. So key expansions process, what we have done first, the same expanded key is used for both encryption and decryption. The key that we use at encryption side must be we have to use at decryption side. So what we have done, first the key is copied into 4 by 4 matrix and then expanded. How we are expanding? I want an answer, ma. First, anyone. So we started with the key and we selected the key size as 128 bits, and that 128 bits we placed in 16 bytes with the storing 1 byte in a matrix of 4 by 4. Next is I need to generate the next 4 by 4 matrix with this with the present matrix key. So for 10 rounds, for that what are the steps to be used? So what are the steps to be used? Expansion consists of 3 steps. What are those 3 steps? First column. First we need to select the column. Next is rotate word. Next is sub byte. Next is add round constant. Okay. So remaining columns, only for the first column we have to do these steps. Only for the first column we need to do these steps. For the remaining columns, what we are doing? For the remaining columns, only use XOR with the newly generated word and the next column word and the next column word in the previous matrix. Okay, the remaining column only use XOR with the newly generated word and the next column word in the previous matrix. Okay, rotate word performs 1 byte circular left shift of the 4th column.